Pathologic 2 has been my favorite game ever since I picked it up back in 2021. Its unforgiving mechanics, bleak themes, and rich world narrative makes for a truly unforgiving yet impactful story. Back when I streamed this game for the first time, I had a lot of Pathologic fans in chat that were filling in narrative lore that would have taken me several runs to fully comprehend. And they were giving me tips to make the overall experience a little easier. As we get more and more news for Pathologic 3, I personally feel myself getting more and more excited. It's hard to share that excitement with my broader community though, as 1, they have never played Pathologic 2, and 2, I've been primarily playing Ark for the last year and a half, so they're not caught up. That being said, I wanted to do a playthrough of Pathologic 2 for YouTube before Pathologic 3 released. Ideally, I wanted this out by the end of the year, but life had other plans. There's so much to talk about with the Pathologic universe, and not nearly enough time or sanity. So I want to do a high-level overview of the plot, day by day, for newer fans that are just stepping into this universe and have not fully understood quite what is going on. I still want to go day by day though, as I have all this footage, so why not? This is going to be a super high-level and basic overview focused on some of the game mechanics, narrative context that I think might help players better understand what's going on, and some of the insight into the decisions that I make. I'll be letting the footage play and commentating here and there on when I think there is a relevant piece of information or lore that would make life easier for newer players. I am just knowledgeable enough to be dangerous, but not quite at the level where I'm completionist running on Imago, so the cool thing about Pathologic 2 is you have so many choices to make and so little time to make them, which sometimes results in inaction being a choice in and of itself. So that's all to say, this is not a canon playthrough, this is not attempting to be a canon playthrough, this is me just doing my best to get through the 12 days with the best outcome possible. Before we begin though, if you're new to this game and don't want spoilers, this is going to be pretty spoiler heavy. Especially in the later days. This will be going day by day throughout the game and providing little tidbits of information where I feel it would be relevant. I would highly suggest clicking off this video as we will be going through the game and thus spoiling it just by proxy. If you don't care about spoilers though, I hope you enjoy. Before we get started though, I just want to give a huge shout out and thanks to everyone who has subscribed to my Patreon. It is your support that allows these videos to happen and it means a lot to me. If you're interested in subscribing, we have a $3 tier with early access to YouTube videos and a $5 tier with that early access to YouTube videos, as well as one free shot a month during stream. So any point during the month, if you see me streaming, you can request a shot of whatever liquor I have on hand. That seems a little random, but it makes sense for the community. And if you're here, I do want to give a shout out to my good friend Make, who is my sounding board for a lot of Pathologic content and provides a lot of missing context where I myself am missing it. So please make sure you go check out her Twitter and follow her to keep up with all of her Pathologic stuff. Before we begin, I want to provide some background info on Pathologic 2. So if you are someone who's newer to the series and really don't have any idea what's going on, this is kind of what you need to know stepping into it. You are playing as Artemy Brurach, someone who grew up and left for medical school about 7 years ago. You get a letter from your father warning of a difficult trial that is about to happen in your hometown and requesting you return. So you travel back to find that not only is he dead, but the town is erupting into chaos. On day 3, there is a plague that is introduced and you begin to work towards a cure as well as unraveling where the plague itself started. But first, we start at the end. The intro to this game shows you what will happen if you fail, and it is extremely illuminating. One thing to note here too is that Pathologic 2 loves a good fourth wall break, and the game will be constantly giving you information and narrative context throughout the game under the guise of it being a play. There's a lot of play metaphors, a lot of play references, there are play actors, and everything is kind of just one giant play. So if that doesn't make sense, that's okay. I'm not really sure it's supposed to make sense, but just know that there is an ongoing play metaphor and that once you kind of catch on to what it's trying to say, there is a lot of narrative context and additional information that the game is telling you under the guise of it being a quote-unquote play. Anyways, thank you again, and let's hop into it. So anyways, one of the mind fucks of this game is like, the game sets up this premise that you're in a play and it breaks the fourth wall by throughout the game having actors like everywhere. And like you'll recognize because they're clearly not NPCs, like they're like just masked and suited people that do not fit in with what's going on with the game. And that's almost the game's way of directing you to the next objective. But the game kind of tells on itself a little bit and almost like juxtaposes this idea that it's breaking the fourth wall with these anyways, it's a play. It's a play. I hope that clears things up. Part of the fourth wall break here is that you're getting told that you've tried to attempt what you're about to attempt again and it failed the first time. So like going into it, it's like kind of acknowledging that you're existing outside of like the real life of the game, right? And so what we're about to see is we're about to step out and see like what our failure looks like, which the Haruspex ends with a semicolon. Ba, ba, ba. All right, folks, it's time to talk about Artemy. I never personally dove into what a Haruspex is, but it is apparently a creature from Warhammer, which isn't really relevant here, but it is also a quote-unquote religious official who interprets omens by searching the entrails of a sacrificial offering. Each protagonist in Pathologic Classic, which was the previous version of this game, and to be fair, in Pathologic 2 as well, has a title, and Artemis is the Haruspex. Now, to my knowledge, there's not really a lot of... I can't even say there's no intro reading because there are entrails in the game, but to summarize, Pathologic 2 is created by a Russian studio that sets this game in Russia or a Russia-like area. So a lot of the themes around the culture and spirituality we see are pulled from Russia and Russian culture. Haruspex is a word that both the English language and the Russian language both borrow from Latin. In this current world of the Pathologic universe, the Haruspex is the title given to Artemy, your main character, and this will make sense later. It almost, in my opinion, describes someone who attempts to not see the future, really, but divine the future, I guess, which is essentially seeing the future, I guess, but a spiritual figure who does their best to lead based off of the divine guidance they've received from whatever that spiritual authority is. That's a lot of big words, but I think the biggest connotation that you as a newer player should be aware of is that Artemy is someone with a title that connects him with spirituality and the spirituality of the steppe culture in this universe, which we will talk about more later. But also there's this semicolon piece here, which I haven't really looked too far into what they give you in terms of this little bit about day 12. And I'm a little bit in Theoryville here, so this isn't really, I don't know if this is true or not, but a semicolon is often used in the English language to join two independent clauses together. And I often see Artemy as someone who is very much between these two different sides of the town, the steppe culture, which like I said, we'll talk about more later, and the quote unquote normal people of the town, and is often trying to find a way to sort through these two very different populations and in some ways bring them together. So the Haruspex ends with a semicolon could be alluding to that, but that is not something that I think you really desperately need to know. It just adds further context to Artemy and his role within the narrative. So as you can see, everyone's a little sick. So, is this YouTube friendly? I don't know. I'm sure we'll find out eventually. It doesn't matter either way, but is that fucking Aspity? Oh. It's just all of the random yelling over here. Aspity, buddy, you didn't survive my last playthrough, so it's good to see you. Want a piece of advice? Speak. What? You're alive? There we go. Heed my advice. You think she loves you? Think she's a friend and he's a foe because he brought in cannons? Don't talk to her first. Talk to him. Whatever that means. Here we are looking at Aspity. Aspity is part of the quote-unquote steppe culture, which is the town's population that is most closely tied with the spirituality and religious side of this entire narrative. We'll see a lot more of her later. But speaking of steppe culture, there is dialogue throughout this game that will be in another language. It's the fabricated steppe language. Artemy, the main character, understands it because he was raised with it. You uncultured swine, will not until you say the dialogue and get contextual clues from the NPC you're talking to. So, have fun with that. Well, YouTube's sorry. I think it should be fine. Oh my god. Did this bitch just die? Alright. That's goofy of you. Hi, howdy! How's it going? Boobies? Yeah, there's boobs in the game. Oh, that's fucked up. Surely that's a Shining reference, right? I guess this is as good a time as any to cover this. The kids are just really fucking weird in this game. That's kind of it. I could deep dive into the fact that they're kind of controlling pretty much everything, but we would be here for literal days. So for time's sake, the kids are weird, but they will trade you lots of food for really cheap stuff. So remember that. God, I forgot how just gruesomely awful the beginning of this game is. Alright, so this is what Aspidio is talking about. Talk to her, not him, or him, not her first. I'm not. Is this the doctor? This is the doctor. What do you want? I would like to... We can cure the disease. I know how. Proof? Our people have a different approach. What is this nonsense? State your name and occupation. I just did, you bitch. I said Artemy Barak. Doctor. Surgeon. I see. Give me a reason to call off the bombardment. So... what you're finding out here is that they've decided that this sand pest plague is incurable and they're about to just blow this place off the map. Give me a reason to call off the bombardment. You have one chance. I know how to make a serum. We'll need time to produce it at scale, but the recipe has been developed. No, Brock. If you had told me you had 3 tank cars of that panacea and an army of doctors from the capital ready to administer it, that would have convinced me. As it stands, there's no going back. We only had 12 days. That's not enough time. Hi, girly pop. What do you mean those things happen? Why have you come? You're deciding whether to blow my hometown off the map. We've already decided everything without you. You've come uninvited. What did you decide? Who are you to demand reports from us? A backwoodsman, a self-taught doctor practicing barbaric traditional medicine. Oh, but I know who you are. You're the person I was very wrong to put my hopes on. The first person who let me down. Out. Now. I just need one more day. I know where to get the ingredient for my serum. We can produce it. Hey, you over there. Seize this man and throw him out. Aglaila is such an interesting name. Alright, Mark Immortal, what you got for me, buddy? Remember, guys, it's a play. We could talk about the play metaphor for decades, but to keep it simple, the director, who we're looking at here in Mark Immortal, and the actors, which you'll see later on, often provide exposition and information you wouldn't know at face value. Later on, you'll see actors acting as reflections of characters telling you their actual inner thoughts, or you'll see the actors pointing you in the direction of a major plot point. They also teach you the game mechanics early on, so you don't have to accidentally starve to death to figure out you need to eat. Mark Immortal is a bitch, and I don't like him. That's also because I just don't understand half the shit he says. He provides overall commentary on what's going on, as a director would, and sometimes he makes sense, and most of the time you want to punch him. Not a second, a first one. Alright, let's just roll with it then. Let us imagine that the last train has not yet left the station. Don't be so late. Now all I need is to not miss my... No. Alright, let's roll. Purify the town with fire. Yes, correct. That is the solution. You are Artemy Barak, a surgeon. You're coming back to your hometown, summoned by a disturbing letter from your father, who's definitely still alive and has not been killed yet. I thought you actually had to fight them. Also, the first time I played this game, I didn't realize that was Artemy, that we actually got to see what Artemy looks like. That's kind of nutty. Good sir, can we not? So finds out his hometown has changed beyond, and high respects often refers to Artemy. So, day one, you get back to town, summoned by your father, and because people are stupid, they think you are one of the ones who killed him, or one of the other people who have also coincidentally died, who we'll discuss later. So they wait for you by the train to jump you. Artemy is canonically a big guy, and apparently looks pretty intimidating, so the fact he steps off the train and murks 3 people immediately does not bode well for his reputation in town, and I unfortunately mean that very literally. You'll understand it later. Oh, water. You just give a corpse a water bottle? Oh, okay. I thought I did something... Oh! Thank you. I like organizing. Yeah, no, you can sell organs on the black market. That is something we will be doing for money. You hit hard for a hunchback, but whoa, boy, you screwed up. Those 3 guys are dead. I saw you do it too. You're gonna be in serious trouble. Kid, I'm bent over in pain here. You need to handle that bleeding, old man. You're covered in blood. This is exactly what it feels like to stream, by the way. This is exactly what it feels like to stream, is having, like, children call you old man and old woman and, like, say mean things to you. Remember when I said the kids are weird? They are still weird. But real talk, though, this kid's part of a gang that often wears dog hats, calling the kids weird, but they are your greatest ally. Just trust me on that. But yeah, so we'll talk about this kid's gang more later and the other children of the town. But just know they have their own entire thing going on, and you may never really understand it. And they probably prefer it that way. Need to handle that bleeding, old man. You're covered in blood. I'm aware. Here you go. A tourniquet. It used to be my leash, but seems like you need it more. Thanks. You're a nice kid. Man, you really have some anger problems, don't you? Zing, pow, blam. 3 guys dead. This ain't the right way. Ain't how we do things here. They were attacking me with a knife. Yeah, what's the right way then? Well, you gotta be nicer. Just hit him 3 times, max. Send him running and let him run. You don't actually have to kill everyone who bothers you. Jeez. It's safer my way. Furry children in this town? There is. Yes, that is correct. I mean, they're not... Symbolically, they're not furries. But yes, they all wear animal hats, okay? I can't defend them from that. They do all wear animal hats and refer to themselves as animal, but it's symbolic. But yeah, no, they are kind of... They're a little bit furries. A leather worker. Not gonna cry for him. That guy was nuts. Then why did you get on my dick about it? Was this an ambush? How long were they waiting for me? They weren't waiting for you. I think you were an accident. Who was the real target? Not... I already forgot his name. Rumors going around that someone else got murdered tonight. Guess I should sniff around and find out. Who knows? Maybe it's true. I hope it isn't. This town's seen enough blood for one day. Okay. So, warehouse would be... Yeah. And that's where... I'm, like, starting to relearn the map. That's where Bad Grief and them are at. So, since you are playing as Artemy, who is someone who grew up here, you will still have connections here from your childhood. You had 3 besties, if you will. Bad Grief, Laura Rival, and Stock Reuben. You'll see Laura and Stock later on, but for now, since things are obviously a little whack in the town, Bad Grief is your best bet because he is on the outskirts of town, and the closest to the train you arrived on. We're entering kind of decision-making land and where I decided to go, so a lot of the stuff I'm discussing on here and out is just my opinion and based on choices that I made. But there are a lot of different ways you can play this game. This is just the way I did it. Okay, this is where the kids are at, right? Whoa. No, thank you. If we go down here... Is it to the left, maybe? No, it is to the left, because I remember I used to go to Bad Grief's, and then... No, it's not to the left. This might be the kids, actually. I'm trying to remember, like, locations and shit, but obviously not well. I don't know. Bad Grief, we talked about this, Meg. I feel like Bad Grief is probably one of my favorite characters, just because, although he's, like, the stereotypical, like, criminal kind of in the game, I feel like, one, he knows more than he ever lets on, like, about fourth wall breaks, etc., especially towards the end of the game, like we've discussed, but 2, I feel like he is probably the best friend to Artemy out of Artemy's 3 friends. Like, in terms of his actions and shit, I feel like he is the best, like, friend to Artemy versus, like, Laura and other one that goes crazy and ends up dying halfway through the game. I don't remember his name. Hello, brother. He's also, like, very fucking cringy. Hell if I know. I can't make heads or tail of him now. If you squint, Piecework does kind of resemble you. A sturdy man. Perhaps he did take a few hits to the noggin in your stead. How do you feel about that? Could look at Piecework. Where is he? Not here. Shiner dropped by and said they're waiting for death in a hideout. Poor Piecework. He's knocking on heaven's door. Got something stuck in his belly. Can you believe, folks? They're all shapeshifters, I swear. Shedding skin and eating each other. May not look it, but every person in this town is a vile beast inside. Tools. Got you all set. Blessed be the warehouses, the wellspring of goods, including illegal ones. See, they're like the little, like, guides. Give me that money! Needle, copy, egg, bandage, rusty scalpel.
Is that the dude from the train? What a weirdo. I didn't like him.
Did you guys see that actor? No one in game will ever actually acknowledge the actors other than you and Mark Immortal, so that's always fun. But we sped through it, but there are two things we learned from the conversation with Bad Grief. One, your dad died before you got here, and that kind of sucks. But two, the town is in a whole tizzy because of it. Some think you killed him, others think it was a demon from the steppe legends. It's absolute chaos. Bad Grief tells you one of his guys got stabbed for looking like you. This quote-unquote quest, so to speak, is your tutorial for surgery, which is a mechanic you will be using quite frequently throughout the rest of the game.
It's weird. Alright, so we want to get to... I kind of want to go... I don't want to run into people because I know I'm going to get fucking attacked.
Quick thing, the town is divided into various districts, all named for body parts and organs. Your reputation in each district can change at any given moment based on your actions in that district or in neighboring districts. If a district doesn't like you, some of the townspeople will attack on sight. I'm not sure if it's the townspeople or just the militia, but I do know day one, I perform some autopsies and get attacked on sight by people and even children. So do with that information what you will.
I feel like in order to play through it, we gotta go. I have things that I would rather do, but I think for the sake of the playthrough, we gotta go see Ruben. I don't really care for Ruben. I want to try to like him better in this playthrough. But I just did not care for him in my first one. I would like to, in theory, avoid having those penalties to my... Whoa, no. I learned in a video that if I outrun you, I don't get the penalty to my, stuff.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Okay, jokes aside, this guy that you see on screen is coming to tell you that everyone hates you in the town because they think you killed your father. Once he does that, your reputation tanks in every district, and it becomes really hard to get from one place to another. But if you're a cheeser and you outrun him, you can delay the inevitable drop in reputation, which is what I am doing here. It's really cheesy, but it is so worth not having to fight through every single district for at least a little bit.
So we're now running to Stock's house. I hear the little bastard behind me. Alright, so Stock is somewhere. Am I saying his last name correctly? Oh.
Is that the protagonist from Pathologic 3? Real talk though, I'm going to try to keep this part short and sweet. In Pathologic Classic, you have 3 protagonists available to you. The Harvespecs, which is Artemy, the Bachelor, which is the man in front of you, and the Changeling, Clara. We can talk about Clara more later. But when they remade/reimagined this game into Pathologic 2, they focused only on Artemy as to create a better and more well thought out experience customized to the role of Artemy Burak. Each protagonist comes from very different perspectives and has a very different outlook on how they are going to handle the plague that will eventually come. The man in front of you, like I said, is Daniil Dankovsky. You'll run into him and Clara, like I said, a few times, and they're on their own quest to solve the plague, which sometimes interferes with your own quest to solve the plague. Daniil is getting his own game, like I said, Pathologic 3, which I'm theorizing will be out June 2025, since that is the 10-year anniversary of Classic, but all we know is that it will be out at some point in 2025.
I'm just gonna... So, the fun thing with Pathologic, right? I'm gonna try to give you... Oh, so this was the house we were in earlier, I think. Okay, so Ruben's just... So we don't really have a choice here. Okay. So, not that anyone... I'm assuming that everyone's just here because they enjoy watching me do dumb shit. I'm gonna try to kind of keep you guys in the loop of what's going on. So... In this game, there's like 3, I guess what you could call like main characters or protagonists to this game. You were forced into playing Artemy Burak the first time around. This game originally released in 2005, right? And I don't know if the Changeling route is open. It is. In the original classic version, I think correct me if I'm wrong, all 3 protagonists are open for you to play. You have to play through the game as Artemy or this man in front of us called the Bachelor first before you can unlock the 3rd route, which is the Changeling route. Each 3 of these characters have a different approach to solving the problems that arise in this town within the 12 days that you're playing as a healer in this town. That's why this character is so important to run into, I think, in this house, is because this is like one of the 2 other like protagonists of this game. Yeah, no, I agree, Meg. I don't think it's a remaster either, but I'm not ready to open that can of worms yet. Well, one thing is clear. You are a very, very lucky man, which means you need to take care of yourself. You're so careless, Varrock. It's Artemy Varrock, right? It's Varrock. Apologies. Oh, and dude, I think I'm going to enjoy this playthrough more than my first one, just because now I know what the fuck is going on, like, mildly. I have, like, a vague understanding of what's going on. And it makes the game a little less, like, overwhelming. Apologies. Oh, and may I ask, is it true that your actions have already resulted in 4 deaths? Only 3, so 3. That's what I thought. Who the hell are you, buddy? Daniil Dinkovsky, Bachelor of Medicine, at your service. Hence, the Bachelor. But before we speak any further, I'd like to clarify a rather crucial thing. Just how highly do you hold your sense of duty? All Barracks are guided by duty. It runs in the family. Well, from this point on, you owe me. I just saved you from a rather grisly fate. I like this guy. I mean, I'm going to hate him later, but I like him. I don't remember seeing your rescue team. Your Reuben has utterly murderous intents. Isidore meant quite a lot to him. Your father was his mentor. Reuben even considers himself Barak's old true son. Old Barak's true son, unlike you. Anyways, he thinks you're to blame for your father's death. I'll deal with Reuben myself. No middleman required. Where is he? I always sucked at that stupid language. I'll just assume that was an apology. For now, cheers.
Oh, Daniil Dankovsky, the man that you are. The fun dynamic you may miss out on in your first playthrough is that Daniil is a super fancy and very famous doctor from the capital, whereas you are a guy from a small town who served in a war, got your medical school paid for by serving in the war, and you might still be in school. I think you're still in school. But if it ever feels like Daniil is talking down to you or being kind of condescending, it's because he absolutely is. He does not have time for this backwater doctor, wannabe doctor in this town where he is here for his own goals and needs you to kind of get out of his way. Daniil is a super interesting character and has a much different experience with the town, obviously because he is a newcomer versus you coming back as someone who grew up here, but that's not really for this video. But one thing to look out for is the fun dynamic between these 2 characters, because Artemy does not take any of his shit, and Daniil is constantly befuddled as the game goes on by Artemy's ability to sort through what's going on in the town, and it's really, really cool.
Okay, well, I guess this isn't your house, right? So I'm going to steal from this house, then. Alright. Bye, Bachelor. I'm sure I'll see you later. It's kind of wild. I forgot that he kind of had a heads up on what was going on here. Or did he? Did he have a heads up that the sand plague was about to hit? I don't know if that was, like, something canonical or if it was just something that, like... Nah, not today. I played enough horror games. I'm just joking. Alright. Let's chat. So what, is that asshole still in there? The one with the carpet bag? The carpet bag. Watch your tongue, although I completely agree with you, yes. Yeah, he's in there. I hereby grant you every right to throw something at him if you so desire. But where's Dr. Reuben? We need a doctor. We got 0 Reubens left in stock. That obnoxious dandy is a doctor. A well-trained one, I suspect. A doctor, my ass. We tried to talk to him already, and he just shooed us away. Has he forgotten the Hippocratic Oath? I should give him a firm reminder. There's been a disaster. Alma, Duke, and Wolfling were poisoned. Where are they? In a warehouse with little flags. Go down the railroad and to the left. You'll see it. Alright, I'll try to check it out. I've got bad news. Could it get any worse? Someone sharing your feature spilled blood. It became known. People want revenge. They say whoever murdered the 3 men at the station today is also responsible for Simon Kane's death.
So, to recap, in addition to your dad, the spiritual and medicinal lead of the town, dying, Simon Kane, the seemingly immortal leader of the normal townsfolk, also died the same night, and everyone thinks it's you. So, have fun with that.
Yeah, what else are they responsible for? It was draw a knife? Bad idea. Nothing is worse than cutting a body. You think if your father was allowed to do so, so are you? You were not him. Actually, I'm a surgeon now, too. That's why I went away. You have nothing to do with it. I know. I'm a ferryman. Well, almost. Actually, I'm a train driver. I know you were on my train. The townsfolk aren't too fond of ferrymen and drivers, so we will help you. Go to a Oh, so this isn't the guy lowering my reputation. This is just a guy. Thank you. Never mind. This is lowering my reputation, I think. I don't know. You look like the description. Oh, and what's the description? You know, big, fat, dangerous with bulgy eyes and a weird leg, a scary mug and a stupid look on his face. Must be you. My expression isn't stupid, kid. It's bewildered and confused. Really? Well, whatever. It's good we found you. We need help. What for? We need you to hold trial for a murder, and we can't do it without you. The fastest judge in town is camping out at Ruben's place. Go see him. Caught a murderer, or was it the murderer? It's kind of hard to say, so will you come? The courthouse is a warehouse, the one with the little flags. Hurry up, they're starting soon. Alright, let me see where we're at. We're also gonna have to eat soon. I do want to kind of maybe take the back roads here, and I don't know if this would be the back roads, truthfully. I think it's just the regular roads, but I do want to get to where Bad Grief is at, and or Bad Grief's person is at, and try to save him. Last playthrough I definitely killed him by accident because I didn't know how surgery worked yet. It might happen again. We gotta find somewhere to save. Have my reputations dropped everywhere? Oh no, no one still cares about me. Perfect. So I did outrun the right guy. Alright, so this is... Oh, this is my old house. I should not go here. I think if I go here, I get... People hide their eyes when they see me. I don't know. Sounds like a you problem. Shit, I went the wrong way. This will do it. This will allow us to go around, I think. Was that happening near us, Make? Or is that just an unskippable cutscene that if you don't run into it, they're just going to make you watch it anyways? No, it was happening right there. Okay.
You learn this a little later, but the people think the killer might be a Shabnak, a legend from steppe culture of a woman with clay legs who murders people. So they are burning a steppe woman alive, which is really fun. I didn't include this in the video because I like my videos monetized, but it does get pretty brutal.
I was like, what happened there? But I think we can actually get something off the body here, which is also something I learned. It's kind of fucked up, but this game is fucked up, so you know, tis what tis. I think if we go this way, I've skipped that cutscene 9 out of 10 times. Yeah, it's kind of brutal. Kind of a lot. So we still kind of want to avoid the streets. Is that a step girl up there? It says you can't progress this way, but I am going to try anyways. It's hard to, like, make sure you're going a direction that won't run into people. Like we're about to, probably. And also, like... Oh. There we go. We're about to get hungry. Hoping we can do, the grief stuff before we have to eat. I don't know if walking right by you is the best idea. These kids don't hate me. Hello, child. Unbelievable. I'd keep my buttons. Is this... No. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, we're gonna get our ass kicked. I am fleeing. I am fleeing. I cannot take on all of you. Ooh. Make, we're gonna die here. Can we drink? Use. It's not fair of them both to attack, like, at once. This is bullshit. This is utter bullshit. Is this child joining the fight? Oh, 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 no! I was gonna try not to die the first day. Oh, Meg. Now I have to talk to Mark. No, bad grief gets us this time. Never mind. And then we talk to Mark after that.
So, day 1, you kind of get a freebie from Mark, but in the future, every time you die in this game, you have to, 1, unfortunately, talk to Mark or someone involved with the play and get told off in really confusing words. And 2, you receive a penalty to one of your stats. For example, if you receive a penalty to hunger, it reduces how full you can become, meaning you will have to eat more to upkeep your hunger. It's a real fucky-wucky way to punish you for a failure.
That's fucked up. 3-on-1? That's fucked up. Hey, buddy. How's it going? Don't you dare kick the bucket on me, lowlife. Around here, we down our own terms, not by the hands of others. That you were, pal, that you were. Tired? Or do you need a bite? A drink? I can share, but you have to pay for the water. Not too much around. I'm actually good. I probably need sleep. So there you are, dead as a doornail. Down we dive to pluck your teeth out, then wow, turns out you're alive. And Crop over here says, don't touch that. I'm your... Don't touch him, you vultures. There we go. Okay. Don't touch him, you vultures. He's Bad Grief's best friend since childhood. Well, Crop this time was not full of shit. Now Bad Grief's all happy, even rewarded us. Go ahead, say hello. Who's over there? You owe me a blanket? Got it. And we'll get for saving you something. I got it, I got it. Hey, buddy. Do we not? Okay, well, might as well save. I'm not very good at that. I don't know if you get... I should have just... You know what? I should have just started shanking. I should have just said, fuck it, you're getting shanked. I was trying to be nice and, like, not go for lethal combat. I should have shanked the shit out of them. I'm shanking them next time. Let's get some water while we're here. Being nice? Who are you? I was trying to be a good doctor. Now I'm going to be a bad one, and I'm taking their kidneys. So, that's tough. Okay, where are the flags? Oh, yeah, so this is the lair that the kids had growing up, and now the new kids have. I mean, it's day 1, dude. It's day 1. I feel like we could last longer than day 1. I was clearly wrong.
How do I get my leg mended?
You're here. Good, the trial can begin. But who is the accused? Shouldn't you at least present them to me? A question first. They say you're no son to old Barack. He was a doctor. He saved lives. It said that you kill instead. Is that true? Ah, so that's who the accused is. Answer the question. They're like, you have to come help us with this trial. Psych. You're on trial. Are you a murderer or no? Killing is not necessarily murder. Calm down. No need to get defensive. Or are you uncomfortable doing this in front of my soul and a halves? Don't calm me down. You want to put me on trial? Go ahead then. Tell me, is it right to kill? We need to know what you believe. Old Barack wasn't just a doctor to us. He was a teacher. He knew how to live. You say you are his son, so you're to take his place and answer. Is murder acceptable? It's right to kill someone who preys on the weak and defenseless, to take revenge against those who deserve it. What's with the frown? You're thinking about your father, aren't you? Yeah, the dead one that died today. Can you give me a fucking break? So murder can be right sometimes. Looks like it. Good. We now know what kind of man you are. Here ends the trial. You're free to go. I don't get it. Aren't they going to kill someone now? Like, one of their own? Alright, kiddo. What? You have your revenge and so do we. Now we know how to deal with Leica, and that verdict can't be appealed. Okay, you can't kill each other. All you and I forgot that this is what they're deciding. all you and I have in common now is that today will end soon. Go. Thanks for the help. Wait, what did this Leica do? Leica poisoned our friends who are weak and defenseless. It's an open and shut case. This is absurd. We are soul and a halves. To us, they were not mere dogs, so they poisoned the dogs. They were not mere dogs, but friends, and we prefer them to people. Don't kill your friend, please. Where did that come from? He's our problem, not yours. You've done your part. We'll do the rest. You're scaring me. I'm starting to suspect you're not joking. Why the jitters, old man? You looked tougher when you told us that murder is righteous. On your way, Barack the Younger. We'll work this out ourselves. You're gonna regret killing your friends. Alright, get me out of here. Alright, we're taking the river. We're taking the river. I'm not dealing with people. We're taking the river. I'm not getting my ass kicked in the streets again. I ain't doing it. It just so happens that no one carries firearms around these parts. It's a peaceful town. Peaceful my ass. It just so happens that I have a revolver, but I can't give it away for free. For a reasonable price, though. Where did you get it? Our storekeeper has his way of finding curios. He orders them from the big world to be delivered by train on Big Vlad's behalf. Oh, okay. That's right. That's all right. The master can take it. Ah, bad grief. Why am I not surprised? Forget it. So are you interested in the deal? Are you nuts on all sort of money? I can wait for 2 days. I think we can have it in 2 days. We believe you didn't kill our patriarch. We'll transport you along the gullet and the guzzle, the tributaries of the Gorkon, our kind river. But we'll cost you fingernails. There's no other way.
This is a worm. He is a steppe creature. Everyone here is really used to him and his homie's existence. This is not shocking to anyone other than you, the player. You'll talk to more worms later on in the game, but one of their functions is to offer you a fast travel option via boat. You have to pay in quote-unquote fingernails, which are just coins you can find and trade for.
Yeah, we have a fingernail. Take me here. Okay. Now we're stuck here, but that's okay. Oh, we're right here. I'm not worried about going by dear old dad's house. No, you're good. I don't think you're actually apologizing, but if you are, no, don't. The forehead does bite, though. I will say that. Hey, buddy. Surgery. Just shows up, no context. Oh. So do it at the end of the day. Oh, empty bottle required. Hold on. All right. I do want to do this surgery, so... A doctor from Bad Grief, tell me what happened. One of ours got himself cut is what happened. A shiv stuck in his side. Lots of blood, see? At least he's breathing for now. Got water? No. Don't you forget to give him alcohol or powders. Anything. Gotta kill the pain first. A twitchy man, this one. He'll flop around like a fish. Powders? But you got something to cut with? The damn thing stuck deep. Tried to get it out with a knife, didn't work. Need those special knives. Scalpels? Yes, idiots. I do have a scalpel. Now shut up so I can work. No, we were doing God's work. You did away with old Barack. Shabnok, that's who. So we tracked the man-eater. So that's the woman we saw getting burnt on the stake. Okay. Then all the steppe trash poured in, yelling that she's... As you see, like, here's some of, I would say, like, the bias or discrimination that comes from the regular townspeople. Then all the steppe trash poured in, yelling that she's no Shabnok. They took out shivs. 10 of them. Or 10 of them on 2. You slaughtered a living woman? We avenged Barack. Piecework himself grabbed her. Don't you glare at me like that. Come on, help the man. Can't you see he's about dead? Do what Bad Grief said. Some doctor he sent. Bad Grief told me to search his stomach for anything he didn't need. Alright. I don't remember how to do surgery. So, this is probably going to go poorly for our good friend here. But, average is this feels like lower intestines. This feels like stomach. Nope. This is what I'm telling you. There's actual organs. Does the forehead bite as bad as the sidewalk? No, I can confirm that. No. All right. Drain blood. Just take a little bit of blood. Just a little bit. Doesn't hurt. He didn't need it. Heck, he didn't actually need it. I can hear him breathing now. All normal. So this is where we could just take the rest of his organs. We're not going to, but we could. We're not there yet. Hey, what's his name? Bad Grief. We did save your buddy. We did. But we did relieve him of his kidneys. So I hope that's okay. You know? 300, 2,700. I kind of want to get that gun. I didn't bother with it last time. So I was like, not really any reason to. I want that gun, though. Oh, Do you mind? Okay, I guess you don't. Prompter. Look around, Brock, at this abandoned house. I mean, that's what I'm doing, brother. What about it? But times are dire, and what you need you may find lurking in an empty house such as these. And if the owner should return abruptly, you are neither first nor last criminal here. So you say I burgle the place? Exactly. It is your life at stake, and things are merely things that you might then repay. You are indeed a doctor here, Barack. Fair enough. Alright, well, anyways. He's like, hey, theft is okay, but murder, also okay. In some circumstances. Or in most of them. We don't really know. We're not, you know. I don't know if I want to use the... Can pick a lock, why not? That's an interesting minigame. Oh, what a frightening painting. Ooh, this looks big and valuable. Oh, I don't want to use any more lockpicks. Morphine! Oh, let's go! I knew I liked this game. There's drugs! Anyways, thanks for the help, buddy. Alright, so go out of here, take a left. Maybe we can go around the sides and get to Lara's house. I think she clears shit up for you. At least in the general area. If I remember correctly. Which I might not. I think this eventually is like a little store, isn't it? You're gonna talk to me, I'm sure. At last, a crowd now gathers around my axe. Sit down like that now. Watch. Death by starvation. I cut a man open for some dry old toast. So, the good sir fancies a slice. Have one. Shan't last in a half hour's time, my act resumes. Come see. Death by starvation, lads and lasses. That's okay. I'll just find another freak with toast. Wrong. You should look for freaks that trade in trash. Perhaps home-owning freaks too foolish to see as you rummage through their paltry things. So yeah, steal from people. Okay. So Lars is that. No, Lars is this way. You're hated here, so honest. Yeah. Well, it's because everywhere thinks that you killed someone, but you kind of did, I guess. But not the someone they care about. So, yeah. But Shine, you're hated here too, by the way. I don't really see anyone who's trying to kill me, so I think we're good. Hello, brother. No talking? Okay. Well, if we can get to that hourglass for big shilling. I just don't know if we can really... I think we gotta go this way, because it's not through the main town. Oh, hello, children! Do you still have a name? I mean, I think so. Father threw his out. He's faceless now. It makes me kind of sad. I bet it does. Guess he did something bad. I wonder what. Or something good. Really? Do you know for sure? Because he can't tell now. Does his dad have, like, dementia? Yes, he's... Oh, I am hungry. Have some bread. And maybe a... egg? Drink. It's so nice day one when you're not, like, strapped for resources. Like, oh, let me just stop for a bite to eat. Because that's going to be so easy in a couple of days. Best game ever, in my opinion. I agree. I think if anyone wants to drastically shift how they view the world, all they need to do is play this game. Because who wouldn't want that? I wish IRL was like this. You just kind of, like, peek in a trash can and be like, oh, there's $5. That's fucking... That's a protein shake from the gym vending machine. Let's go. Is there a photo mode in this game? I can't imagine, but that'd be so cool if there was. Dragon Age Veilguard is adding a photo mode, and I'm very excited about it. But I really wish that other games, like this one, had a photo mode. Because there are certain set pieces here that are absolutely, like, gorgeous. But, like, you can't really... All you can do is take a good old F12 with the stamina bar in the picture. So yeah, so they really... No thank you. I'm good. Are we good? Hello. I find myself exhausted, soon to fall. Dead tired, they say. I wonder what it means. It means you need some sleep. But woe is me, I have got no place to sleep. Doors locked before this low tragedian tragedian, now and welcome here in his hometown. Is there no bunkhouse for the needy homeless in the town? This is not homeless. He is not homeless. He is a figment of your imagination, Artemy. Who knows, but you, Brock, are no mere tramp. A hero such as you won't be let in. I'll sleep, but I'm dead, I guess. Go home, Brock. Repose will do you good, but you should seek another's cot. But should you find another's cot, be quick to steal sleep. Sweet dreams, misfortune seeker. Okie dokie, then. That's a step person, right? The backbone. You're also hated here, by the way. If I go this way, I don't think the women will attack me. So I'm just going to do a little sneaky sneak. Do a little bit up here, go around here. I feel like I had canon Artemy is like not a horrible person, so like I find it hard to like do horrible stuff like steal organs and shit like that. Oh, those are boobs. Sorry, there's tits out. Oh, YouTube is gonna ban me!
This is another tutorial piece about pouring blood out near big trees to get herbs that will be super important later on. This nice piece of exposition comes from a steppe woman who is in fact not wearing a shirt. One thing to note though in this game is that the steppe people are super helpful to you because you were raised within the steppe culture. You were also raised within the town, so you're kind of straddling the line between the two. When you play as the Bachelor and Classic, they are not as helpful, to put it politely.
Yep, okay, goodbye, boob girl. How long has it been? 7 years? So this is another one of Artemy's childhood friends. Less, it's been 5 years since I left. Feels like 10. Why are you giving me that look? You smell like blood. Everyone does, trust me, I'm a surgeon. We share the same pain now, siblings and suffering. Forget it, I don't want to talk about it. Why are you back? Father sent me a letter 2 weeks ago now, a disturbing letter, where he wrote about his involvement in something dangerous. What will you do now? Well, I'll probably find the person who killed him. You know what? You aren't going anywhere. I won't let you. Take a look at yourself. You can barely stand, let alone run around chasing some assailant. You're staying. Eat something, then get some sleep. When you wake up, we'll figure out the rest. How's that? Fair enough. Fair enough. I am sleepy. Let's see here. Let's do 5 hours. Oh, we start getting goofy dreams now, don't we?
We do, in fact, get goofy dreams now. So whenever you sleep, occasionally you'll get a dream that also provides some exposition or background to what is going on. In this dream, you're talking to the reflections of the 3 guys you killed at the train station. As a reminder, sometimes the actors give you tutorial tips, and other times they offer insight into NPCs that the NPCs are not providing themselves.
So these are the 3 people we killed when we got off the train, and to be fair, they came at us with a knife, but anyways. My name was Jacob Sturck, worked in shipping, 2 marriages, both happy, brought up a daughter. Friends woke me up in the middle of the night, said they were getting a posse together to catch old Kane's killer. We ambushed him at the station, that's where I was killed, with my own knife, no less. Kane, who did you expect to find there? Okay, never mind. I was called Carrick. It was my idea to catch the murderer at the station. So we lay in ambush. The train came, a man got off. Get him, boys, I cried. That was stupid of me. The killer would be getting on, not off. Take it as a lesson. I'm sorry. They called me Bertie, short for Bertrand, and that's one of the kinder nicknames. Bertie was fine. A name's just a name. I got murdered at the station last night. Didn't rightly know what I was doing there. Figured I just went along with the herd. The name like that, it must have been a tough light. I'm sorry. It'll be better now that you're dead and don't have to be named Bertrand. God. I'm sorry, Bertrand. Okay. Well, this has been fun.
This is known as an executioner. They are part of the overall plague theme and are disguised as plague doctors to hide them from the plague, but they usually work as stagehands in the overall functioning of the play metaphor. They will a lot of times do what the others do and give you exposition and narrative dumps to help you understand what Artemy is thinking and what is going on at certain points of the game.
Did you enjoy your little chats? They don't blame you, as you saw. I suppose they haven't quite come to term with their fates yet. Or perhaps they have. Death does that to people. I'll tell you a story. Once there's a man who wanted to fix everything. He begged on bended knee for a chance to turn back time. And when he got it, history repeated himself. Good job, we told him. That's your fate. He asked us once more. So we let him try once more, but with a catch. He who denies his fate will be punished. He'll keep living as a cripple, lame, wounded. See where I'm going with this? Did he try again then? I don't remember and I don't care. Even if he did it, there probably wasn't a happy ending. You can't fight fate, Barack. It's immutable. That's also the game's way of telling you that when you die, your needs are going to get penalties, which at the end of the day makes them harder to upkeep. So this is how we did it. Ha ha ha. So this is the tutorial teaching us how to do melee combat, I guess. Oh, so I was popping a zit. I feel like we keep finding. All right. Autopsy. Give me them organs. Oh, we don't have a... See? You're a man of fate, Barack. What are you trying to prove? You can't change fate. Have you heard of the story of Oedipus? Yeah, but what's my fate? Told you already, Barack. It's not pretty. You will spill blood. Just let it go, Ripper. Don't be so bullheaded. Just because you have a hammer doesn't mean every palm's a nail. Nothing wrong with my head. My brain's functioning just fine. If I have a hammer, then you might be in trouble, Beakhead. I'm not a Ripper. You're the murderer the whole time. I mean, On 200% difficulty, this fight is actually hard. I don't doubt it. Wake up, Cub. There's someone upstairs. A thief must have gotten in. Or someone even worse. Cub, so Gravel. You remember our old friendship. Oh, he's flirting. Something's fumbling around. I hear it. What if it's the thing that killed Isidore? What if the soil spits out a Shabnock after all? Is there a weapon I can borrow? Of course not. Maybe a knife in the kitchen. Alright. Yeah, I'll take the knife. I think it's just the Bachelor, isn't it? I remember him, like, kind of posting up here at some point or another. Alright, Bachelor, I'm coming for you. Or there's nothing up here. Oh, it's you.
Meet Clara, our last protagonist of the game. In Pathologic Classic, her route provides the most background and fourth wall-y lore stuff on what is going on with the game, but in order to access that route in Classic, you have to play through either Artemis' route or Daniil's route. She's not a doctor and she's not a surgeon, but a secret fun third option. She has magic hands, and she also scares me. I don't know too much about Clara as I haven't played her route in Classic, but you won't know much about Clara either because she's kind of a mystery within this game. She kind of just does her thing, asks you to stay out of the way, and then gets mad when you don't. Just know that there are two versions of her which will affect, I think, her motives. I can't say that for sure, but it will also affect how she communicates with you and how her attitude is towards you. There's the two versions. There's Clara, the one that we're going to talk to here, and then there's the Changeling, her official name being the Changeling. Are they the same person? I don't really know, and I don't really know anything much further about her arc or anything in general. She is a mystery to me, and like I said, she kind of scares me. I think that's how she likes it, truth be told. But, moving on.
Oh, yay, we get to meet Clara. Yay. I'm just joking. So, we met the Bachelor earlier, and that's one of the other three protagonists you can play. They haven't developed the entire playthrough for P2 yet, but it's still on Classic. But Clara is the third. Hey, Clara, how's it going, buddy? No. We've discussed this. You know this. I'm confident you know this. Got any idea where she keeps bread? The shelves are empty. You'll spill a ton of blood, Barack. Tremendous amounts. A river of blood. Family blood, beloved blood. You will drown this town in blood, and soon. Unless you trust me. That face? Yeah, she's a little goofy. I like Clara, though. She's an interesting duck. So bite of toast and you'll wave your hands and fix everything, or do you take coin? Listen to me. You need to leave town. Now. So, the idea is that, in their own ways, each of these three main protagonists know that the town's about to go to shit. And they both believe they're the only one who can fix it, and are kind of just trying to get the others out of the way so they can handle it on their own, which is kind of funny. Truthfully, Clara's probably the most interesting out of the three, lore-wise. I just don't... I rarely talked to her in my last playthrough, and I didn't play through Classic, so I don't know her well enough. What are you gonna do? You're good at chin music, I'll give you that, but your actual words are bullshit. Whatever it takes. It's all going to hell and soon. We're halfway there now. Just stay still and trust me, will you? I'm your sister, your double, and I know what must be done. I know a great deal, Barack. The future is open to me. Prove it. Your life lessons will prove me right, but heed my words. Whenever you want to do something, don't. You'll just make it worse. You'll be the demise of your hometown. You'll drown it in blood. Not buying it, buddy. Can we give Clara some bread? Have you thought about what I told you? I had the strangest dream. Was it your doing? No, yours. Don't you want to know what I dreamed of? Of horror, I'm sure. All dreams are prophetic, and since you dreamed it, you must have seen yourself spill blood. As for the details, spare me. My nerves are delicate. It was prophetic, no doubt about that. I'm a stepman and we believe in fate. You can't run from fate. So you say you have a gift, huh? Well, I do too. I can sense when I'm being lied to, like right now. No. I'm a stepman. I believe in fate. All right, Clara. You keep doing you, buddy. I do really like her. I need to look more into her lore. I think I just never... No, I didn't mean to leave. I didn't... What is the point? What is this point of this back door? Who designed this house? Okie dokes. Let's save and leave. Is that she was born today? Make! No, don't drop that! Whoa. Finally, we're back together. I've been waiting for you, Barack. Will you have me now?
This is a step lady who believes you and her are supposed to be together. I have no earthly idea what's going on with this. I never really pursued her quest line, which is my bad, so I can't really give you a lot of information here. I do think she's pretty relevant to the plot, so do with that information what you will. But unfortunately, I don't know too much about her, so I can't really tell you what's going on here. But this does bring up a good opportunity to talk about herb brides, which I believe she is in this game. Herb brides are part of the steppe culture and are women who kind of devote themselves to, I don't want to call it a religion, but the spirituality of the steppe in the steppe culture. She's like a scantily clad nun, except she's not repressed, and she does a lot of dancing to help the herbs grow and do fun stuff. So I probably really just massacred that entire explanation, but that's, I think, high level what you need to know about the herb brides. And hopefully by the time I record later videos, I will know what's going on with this lady and can tell you.
Don't you remember Kolboon? Well, I remember you, and I remember your words. So will you have me now? You're an herb bride. We can't have a relationship. Your hands are so heavy. Shh, don't touch me yet, or else the dress will tear. It's no good. The tears in the dress must appear on their own during the dance, just like the earth is torn apart when it releases herbs. I'm not touching you. So will you have me now? Will we be joined forever? Were we loved? Fine. I'll wait for you to remember me. We'll meet again soon. I'll find you. For now, try to remember who I am. She's someone I never figured out. I'm not gonna lie. I never cracked the code on this one. I didn't even give it much thought. I have ideas, but okay. Bye. All right. Well, I still think it's gonna be kind of tough to make it back. I'm not hated here, right? No one cares about you here. No one cares about you, and then you hated. So these 3 areas are relatively safe. You're not gonna fight me. Ha ha ha. Seems the Barack prophecy is true, huh? Each Barack will spill a river of blood, or drown the town in blood, I suppose. Maybe the wording varies. So it goes. You mean Isidore? Of course, he may not have spilled it himself, but it's all happening because of him. Isidore doesn't have anything to do with this. That's kind of fucked up to say to someone's child. Everyone's losing their minds. Hell, they'll start looking for ghosts and boogeyman soon. Shabnocks don't exist. It's just the damn twire blooming, making our heads swim. Do you know who started the rumor? Who could ever figure that out now? You know, I swear I recognize your face. Who are you? I ain't telling you shit. Just looting this trash can and keeping it moving. Yes and no. Earth is hungry. Yeah, fair. Valid. The Tanners, you're hated here. Yeah. I kind of, before going to Isidore's house. I want to get down here, but I don't know. Maybe just trailing the river wouldn't be. Actually, you know what? I think this wouldn't be the worst idea. We'll soon find out. We will find out if I'm dumb or not. Or a genius. Probably the latter.
One of the main challenges you will face early on is traveling through the districts. Since they think you're a murderer, they will seek to attack you on sight. At least the militia will. Hence me, right in this clip, being as careful as possible when moving from district to district. You'll want to save your fingernails, primarily, in my opinion, for later game, when you kind of desperately need to travel and time is short. Like I said, at least that's how I do it, but the takeaway here is be mindful of the streets you're walking and where you're walking, because this game can go to shit so quickly, as I'm sure you've witnessed if you're at this point in the video.
Except we're at a dead end. So, oh, it's a cache. That's cool. Can we just go ahead and loot it now? I'm not going to loot it now because, like, I have no inventory space and no need for it yet. Can we... Brother, I really don't want to... I might just stab him. We're already hated here. You know what? I'm going to go by the method of if I get fucking attacked, I'm stabbing. I'm going to try to avoid combat because I don't think Artemy Barak would intentionally kill people, like, for their organs. But if I get attacked, I'm stabbing. I'm getting stabby. Fuck, we're in a dead end. So we need to go up and around, and then we keep going. Getting stabby with it, if you will. I think this is like sneaking. We should get closed doors behind you. The hindquarters. Guess what? Already's not the word I'm looking for. Please no. I don't want to have to stab you. Don't make me stab you. Just need to take a hard right out of here and get to the river. But I'm trying not to immediately make everyone hate me day one, and I feel like I'm just gonna start stabbing people. They think that I killed my father, and I did not kill my father. But they're punching first and asking later, so I'm walking around with a knife. No. No. You want what he got? Do you want what he got? Good. I'm doing surgery and I'm taking his kidneys. Fuck, what are we gonna drop? Oh, shit. We need to sell all of this. Can we at least, like... I don't even... Dude, I can't kill a man and then not... Not take anything. Because then it was for nothing.
Organs sell for a lot. And later in the game, you can use the money you make earlier on from selling organs to buy food and to stay alive for another, like, hour. Non-consensual organ harvesting is an approved way to stay alive, and I'm not going to feel bad about it, especially when these guys are coming at me with knives. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Where did the kidney go? Where did the... Oh, it's right here. Whoa. Oh no, I'm not killing the kid. Let me oh my god, I'm getting my ass beat by kids. No, I can't kill the kids. Artemy! You have a Hippocratic oath! You're not killing kids! Run! Get out of there! You fucking kids! Go back. Leave me. Leave me, you dumb kids. At least we're gonna get to griefs eventually. I'm literally... I didn't know kids would attack you. That's so fucked up. No, bitch, move! Holy shit! Need to go this way. Nope, other way. Ah! Oh my god, they're gonna kill me. I'm dying to kids. I'm dying to kids. The kids are going to kill me. The kids are going to kill me. Which is honestly, I'm not really surprised at this point. I feel like this is speedy little bat. Dude, I know. I'm like, bitch, go back to the playground. What are you doing? I didn't even get his organ. That's so fucked up. I should have just taken blood. But I'm like kind of making fun of it. It's got an incredible story. It's just very brutally difficult. And especially early game when everyone is blaming you for a murder you did not commit. I did commit the murder of the guy whose kidneys I was trying to take. Thankfully, the fucking daycare took care of that. I hope they get a good couple bucks out of his kidneys. Dude, I didn't know the kids would attack you. For some reason, I assumed they wouldn't. That's fucked up. So don't really add anything. I'm gonna leave one of... No, because... we gotta clear out the inventory. Yeah. Okay. I really need food right now. I need to get rid of some of this bigger stuff. Jesus Christ. Dude, weird. Poor Artemy, bro. I'm just barely on legs right now. Yeah, it's this building right here. Excuse me. Oh, I just didn't get up. Yeah, I just didn't get up like far enough. Let us rest on the mountain. Oh, let us rest by the river. That's the song your people sing when times are hard, isn't it? How's piecework? I assume we kicked the bucket. You mean nothing to you then? Great. I just missed out on like 3 organs. Huh? Did he not say please and thank you or something? He got cut for burning a woman. Oh, folks have lost their minds, I'm telling you. And Piecework's never been friends with his own head. What do you do to him? You know why? I want to see what you'll do with him. I patched it up. You know why? I want to see what you'll do. Cub, my friend, you didn't mess around at school, huh? And to hell with Stock. Let him sulk. He only makes it worse for himself. So what's the plan now? The plan is to live. Live and breathe and thieve and leave. What do you find inside Piecework? Just curious. This. Your men are fond of shivs, huh? Even an incendiary bullet would be less cruel. That's people for you. I've been wondering what our kind townsfolk fashion these little barbs from. I see. This explains who broke into Warehouse 8 last week. The thread unravels. I'll make a note of this. If you find more shivs, bring them to me. Don't give them to the kids, even if they offer bullets. I know, I've been offered a good deal. No, I already have a knife. I imagine it'd be easier to repair. Hello there. Oh, it's Var. So you're a trained surgeon. Good. This is good. Shame that your esteemed degree is of no help to me. What do you need, Gramps? How do I put it? I have a certain need, but now that old Barack is dead, no one can help me out, including his son. Don't even offer. Why can't I help? The kin has not accepted you yet. You are Barack's son, but sharing blood is not enough. Supposedly you're a Menku by birth, but in truth you aren't. You went away to study who knows where, leaving your people behind. Old folk don't appreciate that. Will the kin accept you at all?
Everyone, meet Var. He is the nice man who will buy organs from you. He's also lore dumping about Minkus in this current conversation. Your father was the doctor of the steppe and of the town, so he is well versed in both practical medicine and steppe lore. The steppe people dubbed him as a Minku, someone who quote-unquote knows the lines. What this means in layman's terms is that your dad was socially allowed to cut people open for medicinal purposes. Var is saying you can't do this yet because the steppe people, although wanting to help you, have not fully accepted you into your father's role as a Minku. A Menku is not only a doctor of the steppe people, but a spiritual leader as well. They will not accept you cutting people open yet because you have not proved yourself to quote-unquote know the lines. That being said, cut them bitches, steal kidneys, and sell them to Var. He does not give a shit either way. He will pay for them regardless. So, pro tips for disrespecting steppe culture, I guess, from KX Cobraful. A Menku, does this word mean anything to any of you still? I'm not a steppe man, but I do know that among your lot, only Menkus can become butchers. Wise men or surgeons, because they know the lines. Oh, God. Is that what you call it? The art of understanding the world, the lines? And that's why you and I have nothing to talk about. You may know how to wield a scalpel, but you don't know the lines. And in this town, no one would trust you to cut a body before you comprehend the world's design, so you can't help me out. Yeah, no. I have blood. I tried to collect an organ earlier, but I got my ass handed to me by kids. So, you don't know who you're talking to, buddy. Let's save. Oh my God. Before some kids find us again. Do we get attacked if we go home? Surely we can make it there, especially because we're just going to start stabbing people at this point. Probably it wouldn't hurt. I don't know if the, groceries and pharmacies are open day one, but it, probably would not kill us to,
not be on death's door all the fucking time. All right, well, Artemy, get your stand back. We're going on a jog. Oh, we're gonna have to napsy soon. Artemy, stop getting tired! If we go back out and go a little further down, we can get in there. I don't know. I like to think of Isidore as someone who left a legacy a little bit too large for life, and that the reality of who he was is someone who probably was a little more self-inclined than the town believed him to be. So, like, I feel like coming from that, I don't have any background for this, but just my personal reading of it, that's kind of how I like to view Isidore, and I'm sure now that I kind of know what's going. See, I think the second playthrough of this game is always, I say always, like I'm not in the, just beginning my second playthrough, but a second playthrough of this game will, I think, always be much more thought-provoking than the first one, because the first one you're just like, especially when you go into it blind like I did, like not understanding really this game in any context, you go in and you're just like, whoa, what the fuck is going on? But playing through it again and having watched the lore videos and like had discussions, like now I feel like I'm actively kind of like learning about the game from my own experiences rather than just, you know, listening to what other people have to say. And I think just story-wise, I think more than anything, I think story-wise it'd be a lot cooler if Isidore was someone that wasn't necessarily good, but wasn't, you know, necessarily bad either. I'm inclined to that reading as well. Yeah, we'll see. Does not look like an Artemy problem. I feel like, because I'm playing it on the intended difficulty... Don't get involved, Cobbs. No, that's not you. Because we're on the intended difficulty, and I'm not, to put it politely, well enough acquainted with the game's inner, like, cheats. Not cheats, but, like, strats and stuff like that to making the intended difficulty a little easier. Because of all of that, I don't feel like this would be a good playthrough for it, but I would love to do playthroughs devoted on certain characters just to get a better idea of who they are. Like Anna Angel, I don't think I will ever, I don't think I'm visiting her this round. I think I've kind of decided I want to play this as more of a step route and invest myself more into that, since last time I played, I did not take that approach. That being said, taking an approach where you focus solely on a few townspeople and their storylines and following up with everything, I think would be pretty cool. Like, I'm going to go involve myself. Like, did you just kill this lady? What are you doing? What are you doing? Curse the air, this mind-numbing odor. What do we do? Did you do this? No, it was a twire-addled mob. The steppe is in bloom and people get crazed, but never before was it this bad. Why steppe girl? Old wives' tale, they claim a golem sometimes emerges from the ground. It looks like a woman, but is all earth, clay, rock, and marrow. The story claims it has legs of bone and this uncanny way of walking. And the brines, you know, they have a special walk too. I'm telling you, this is the first time. The world must be coming to an end. Alright. Well, can we... Autops? No. We can't do anything without them getting mad. Thank you for not immediately attacking me. It's very much appreciated. If you see a man, run. Men are angry today. They killed the likes of you and I. You think we have anything in common? We're not human. We're different. You're a worm, Shrewby. Unfortunately, I am made of flesh and blood, so I'll take your advice. You look like a murderer. Do not delve into the town's flesh and... Do not delve into the town's flesh and you want to keep... If you want to live. I think it's supposed to be if you want to live. Do not delve into the town's flesh unless you want to live. Or if you want to live. Keep the outskirts. Less people there. What's going on here? What we doing? Hi, Anna. Won't let anyone in. Not that I object. There must be order, and so it was ordered. Who ordered that? Sabrov, of course, the governor. So, this house is off limits. And your Brock's son, then? The one who left town so long ago? Dude, he went to college. Why is everyone so up in arms? You missed him by hours. Guess it wasn't in the cards. Couldn't you have gotten here, say, yesterday? Everything would be different then, and he waited for you so eagerly. Yeah, alright. Oh, but of course he wasn't killed. People are mad with grief, so they parrot nonsense. And Sabrov, he's only too happy to prey on those rumors. He'll dig his claws deep into this case to flaunt his value, mark my words.
There are three main families of the quote-unquote town side of the town that sort of run things. They're the Kanes, the Saburovs, and the Olgimskis. They all play their own part and are kind of interconnected in how they rule the town, and we will meet and learn more about them later on.
So Saburov's in charge now? Well, yes and no. The real ruler is Fatblad. Money's power, and the town's business all belongs to Olgimsky. The factory, the abattoir, the railroad, all his. The Kanes still have the power of fear. And Saburov, well, he's technically the leader of the three, but only technically. So now he's showing off his value. Tell me about it. Obviously it isn't murder, but he's given the order to seize anyone who might be even remotely suspicious. If I were you, I wouldn't go to Saburov. Although he did take the key, and you probably want to pay your last respects to your father. He was taken by Saburov's men. Where? No clue. People used to bring the dead to your father, you know, a doctor. How will we live now? No idea. Unbelievable. The war, the train delayed, what a terrible year. Do you even have a place to stay? Do you think they'll still remember you? It's been 6 years. They do. You don't want to chat? Oh, my love! Sticky. He's my favorite kid. Everyone say hi to Sticky.
Something that we kind of dive into later on in the game is that your father was a mentor of sorts to kids he believed would run the town one day. And these were kids from across the entire spectrum, from someone like Sticky, who's kind of underfoot and almost kind of falling in line with, I don't want to say bad grief, but I could see him turning into a little bit of a bad grief, to someone who's a kid of one of the ruling families and obviously is growing up into a position of power, to one of the stepchildren who will one day be a part of the decision making when it comes to the step people. So you'll meet all of these kids at some point or another if you so choose to, but you will also become responsible for them in some form or fashion. So enjoy parenthood.
Why are you covered in blood? I fell down the stairs. You're an outsider. I've never seen you before, and I know everyone. Yikes, kid. Why are you glaring at me like that? What I want to know is, why are you covered in blood? It's none of your business. Whatever, but I'll remember you. Likewise. Nice meeting you. Don't you just want to come home with me? You know what I'm looking at? You know what I'm looking at right now? An inventory with a lot of space for organs. Oh yeah, here's the bull that we need to talk to. I know, quite, yeah, right? Wait. Happy day. Happy day. Hey dude, I need to talk to this guy with this bull. No current B. Kara, you were a good man. Buy my bull. How much do you want for it? It's as good as free. 300. I don't have that much right now. It's not just any bowl, it brings luck. When the time comes, it'll tell you what to do. You know what? I bought this bowl last time I did this game, like played through this game, and I don't recall what the fuck the bowl does. I know it talks to you in a weird voice or a different language. That's about it. Yeah, I think I bought it last time, and it just, I didn't feel like it added a lot of value. Oh. You're hated here. I don't care. These are free dead bodies. Alright. Whoa, that wasn't me. Wasn't me. Promise you it wasn't me. We need to get our stand back. And we also need to sleep soon. Which I think we can do at Bad Griefs. Can we sleep at Bad Griefs? Don't tell me. You're hated here. Oh, what a refreshing change of pace. I was just taking a nap on the sidewalk, but I don't think that's what the game wants us to do. I have a knife. I want more organs, although I just have a scalpel right now, and it's not really doing much for me. Can we go in this way, or do we have to... You know, we can't. We gotta go around the long way. Okay, well, never mind then. Speaking of, we have milk. We should probably consume it, right? Dude, day one and we're already gonna pass out from exhaustion. That's valid. we even entering the right place? I don't know. We're closing. Where is far? I don't know who you're talking about. You would. The door to your right, then turn left, then go ahead. And don't take long. Got it. It's you. Did you come to talk about your father? Is this... No, I brought you organs. So you dared, but you're not ready yet. You're trying to put the cart before the horse. It will get you into trouble. Just take my organs. I don't have inventory space. Yeah, yes, thank you. Thank you. Sold. God, I just hate that. Just spent so much money. But we needed something to replace that rusty scalpel. I don't think it's... I think the durability is shot. We'll keep it, but I don't really think it can do a lot for us right now. Use that. Honestly, fuck, dude. Where was that park at? I know we kind of went the long way around, but if we can get back to that park, we can just get the rest of those organs. Oh my god. Now that we have a scalpel. Do you mind? Move along or I'll scream. Girlie, I'm the one trying to get around you. Fucking check yourself. God, where was that park at? I think... So we went down over here. I don't think it was in the maw. I think it might have been here. I'm just taking a guess, but I think that's where it was. Oh, Artemis, you're gonna need a napsy soon, brother. I'm trying to think of where else we could sleep at. Surely Bad Grief has somewhere for us to sleep. I don't think I normally sleep there because normally by the time I'm this tired, I have my own little place to stay. Also, Big Vlad. I don't remember where Big Vlad's place is at, but I know it's in the stomach. So I know it's one of these. I think this is Big Vlad's, which is also, funny enough, where we're going. So maybe it'll work out. I think we need to check Griefs, though, because I think we're about to be extraordinarily SOL. And the good thing about that is that Bad Grief's place and the gut are pretty close. I know, buddy. You are so tired. Let's drink some water. Okay. Okay. We're chilling for a bit. That wasn't great. And we bought that tourniquet to not... We should have waited till we got to Griefs. Before taking those, but I got a little nervous. The gut. You're hated here. Again, how refreshing. I think we still got some health from that tourniquet. Like, don't get me wrong, we're still not, you know, the picture of health, but at least we're able to... No, we need to get our stam back before... She says as she jumps and wastes stam. I'm ready! I don't think she's going to attack us, but I think there's a guy in here who might be... I will do it. I suggest you go somewhere else. I suggest you find somewhere else to be very quickly. And I suggest you stop fucking staring. You got a staring problem? Sure looks like you do. So we can still use the rusty scalpel. So let's try to get our use out of that. Wow, what a nice... Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, drop that. Drop. Take the brain. Take the brain. Fuck, we don't have place. We don't have room for that. Oh, I hear them coming. They are angies. Oh, we got like 2 seconds to figure this out. Oh, God. Master says you're doing well. He said, with each hour, fewer and fewer people think he's the murderer. He said, tell him that I want to talk. Let him come to the lump. Your master? What's the lump? Big Vlad. If he's summoning you, you must go. No doing. I definitely wasn't planning on stabbing this kid. Can we still make it to... We're right here, so surely we can make it to and from bars, right? This is the dance we play every day with this game. Surely we have enough time to get to and from a location that seems very reasonable to get to in town. You're unwelcome. Okay, so we're unwelcome now, so we can probably just go directly there. I think you feel like you got more inspiration from the yeah, right. Well, my thought process is they're already dead. We need money, so, and I remember in my last playthrough being so strapped for money like all of the time. So at least early on day one, where we have a little less responsibility, we can at least like make the most of it. It's gonna suck to repair that scalpel though, and we're gonna need to, because eventually we gotta like fucking heal people, and I don't want to buy scalpels. I don't remember the exact materials needed to repair it, but I'd rather not worry about repairing it or buying another one and just hold on to one of these, like the rusty or the regular one. We'll see though. But yeah, no. Well, again, and last time, I just didn't realize how profitable organs are. But I've seen the light now, and if they're already dead, they don't need their brain. So, we'll do this and then go to Big Vlad's. Yes. All right, Big Vlad. I'm here, kiddo. Or I'm here, buddy. He's not really a kid. Kind of an ugly-looking bloke. Is that okay to say? I think so. Hey, Big Vlad. What's up, brother? That familiar old face. You know, I remember when your esteemed father looked like that when he was young. I am, after all, only 15 years younger. He was a very decent person. He had a real spine. Vlad, I'm honored. Welcome home, my dear boy. Welcome home. The reception was rather lukewarm, though, wasn't it? Yeah. I'm getting reports that you're a villain, my boy. A murderous villain. My people are upset that they couldn't do you in. They're an ugly mob, aren't they? So small-minded. Animals, beasts, swine. At least you slipped away. Perhaps I should stand up for you? Well, partially. Now that's more like it. An independent lad, just like your father. He despised patronage, too. Always by himself. Wouldn't even take advice. Wouldn't bow to anyone. Shame. A supple backbone can be useful. It can improve the situation for everyone. I haven't forgotten, believe me, and I'm not the only one who remembers. At least take my advice. I'm always eager to help Isidore's son. Stay here a while. Don't go out. My house is big, plenty of space. If you need anything, just call the servants. Why should I do that? For your future's sake, my boy. What's the rush? Take a rest. You've suffered so much, and the rest of the town will have a rest from you. We're definitely selling him out later, by the way. We need food bad. We have the milk. We do need to sleep, though. Let's dick around out here, see how much we can get. And then we'll just come back to Vlad's and go to sleep. Because we do need a good sleep, it looks like. Imagine oh no, the kids are still out. Perfect. Alright, kiddo. I want to see what the others got. I want that egg. What do you want for it? 5? It's fucked up. Different ones find things valuable. And then you had something I was kind of interested in. Yep, a fingernail. Okay. No. We still need food pretty bad. We have an egg. That's not enough. Hello, child. Okay. That's 7. Be a 3 and a 4. Yeah, there you go. Give me that fish. I got that motherfucking fish. So that's locked. Can we go in here? Pick lock. They'll know. Why will they know? Who's telling them? Who's telling them? I feel like we're in this weird place. We're just waiting for the plot to, like, pick up. Oh, hello. Would you like to chat? What you looking at? Get lost. We got him first. Who is he? Barack the Turncoat. Isidore's son himself. I guess he does. The whole town's trying to say he did it. Done what, you idiots? The bastard put his own dad 6 feet under. So what you looking at? Get lost. I don't want to fight them. I don't want to kill people. I'm going to regret this. Yep. Weapon broke? Are you kidding me? Oh, and I'm out of stam, too. Oh, this is bad. Fucking Christ, dude. I knew I was what do you mean it broke? Fuck. You know what would hit differently right now? Oh my god. I'm gonna I'm so mad! Ugh! going anywhere. Shut up. Dude, I don't wanna save scum it. Did I just get, oh my god. And why are they so, don't I get sent back to the play? I thought I get sent back to, oh my god, they're gonna kill me again! Bro, fucking, I'm trying so hard to block. Oh, day one doesn't count? Oh, that's lit. So I'm just gonna keep having to run from them until they, like, demoralize me into closing the game. I didn't realize that. Okay, fair enough. Good on Pathologic for not taking away my shit that early on. GG's. You know what? Yeah, I should have just let them kill that fucker. Fuck that. Oh my god! They're still coming! They're still coming. Jesus Christ. Alright, Big Vlad. You know what? Big Vlad? I am sorry I didn't listen to you. I'm sorry. That was my bad, brother. I guess we'll save. Dude, we are so close to it not being the first day, too. That's wild. Alright. Oh my god, we're gonna die.
And it's official! We've finished day one. At the end of the day, you get a little bit of a plot dump. Spoilers ahead, once the plague hits, you also get to roll the dice on who gets infected and who dies based on the decisions you made during the day. So fun for the whole family. That will be till day 3, though. The moral of the story here is that if there is something or someone in this game that you would like to prioritize, I highly advise you get it done before the 2400 hour mark. Otherwise, you're at risk at something happening to develop the quest that is out of your control, losing the opportunity to complete the quest, or the person involved fucking dying, because that's just what's happening in this game. So time is, I mentioned resource management earlier in the game, and time is a resource that you don't have a lot of, so use it wisely. But like I said, that wraps up day one. Obviously, this video is a little longer than any of my prior videos, so I really appreciate if you stuck it through to this point in the video. If you did and want to drop like a snake emoji in chat, can you do that on YouTube? I'm pretty sure you can do. Pretty sure you can do that. Maybe just an emoji, just like a thumbs up, maybe a good like, or a thumbs down if you didn't like it. I think that's a valid response too. If you made it this far in the video, leave an emoji and I'll know you listened to this end of the video ramble. But really appreciate you guys. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like, and if you haven't already, you've spent like an hour and a half with me now, so if you want to subscribe and check out my future content, that'd be pretty cool. I'm currently in the middle of playing through Pathologic 2. I think I'm on day 7 in terms of where I'm at with stream, but I would like to kind of break down these days, day by day, obviously, and do kind of a high-level analysis of them, because truthfully, I really had fun, and I think this is an amazing franchise. That's biggest pitfall is that if you aren't willing to spend like hours on hours with it, you miss a lot of the narrative elements and plot points that make this such a phenomenal game. So while I just wanted to talk about my favorite game for an hour and a half, which is not something that I have to force myself to do, it's a lot of fun. I also think having something out this like there could hopefully encourage someone who hasn't before, pick up the game, explore it for themselves, and if they have questions, reach out to someone in the community and get those questions answered, because I think everyone should play this game because it's my favorite game and it has a lot to offer people no matter where they're coming from, in my humble opinion. But that is enough of the rambling. Thank you again for watching. Much appreciate you, and I will see you for day 2, I guess. Much love, everyone. Peace.